Well, the microphone is not charged up, so we're gonna do it without the microphone. This is her default behavior because we've worked on it the most, and it really works to calm her down. So we'll go over that in just a little bit. Right now we're gonna do a little bit of tug, and I'm gonna have her in the shade. I'm gonna try to have her in the shade because she doesn't want to do this in the heat. Hey, what's this? Hey, come on, take it. Yes, take it, come on. She loves to play tug. Yes, she does. Good girl. And so this is just a demonstration of drop. Blondie, drop. Good girl. Second, she opens her mouth, you mark, and then you follow up with a treat. Right now you still kind of need to trade. Take it. So take it means she can grab it out of my hand. Good girl. Drop. But she shouldn't grab it out of my hand if I haven't said take it. So I tease her with it and mark her absence of behavior, not grabbing it, and then I'll say, take it, yes, take it, good girl, drop. Good job. I'm doing this really close to the camera. Take it, so that you can see. But normally I'm moving around and getting in a lot of exercise and getting her really stimulated and then turning her off with a drop, just like that. Tease, don't grab, take it, yeah, come on, take it, there you go. She can grab, all right? I don't like to shake their neck too much when we play this game. Drop. Good girl. All right, that's tug. I'm just gonna do this in one continuous video. I apologize. It's falling over. I'm not a videographer, so these all suck. Oh, let's put it out here. Let's put it out. Park it. All right, so park it is go to the mat, lay down, and stay. I don't have to tell her to sit down, stay, all of that stuff. Park it means all three of those things. I don't want you to continually go park it, park it, park it, park it when she's not listening. She either can do it or she can't, you know, and if the environment is too stimulating and she doesn't want to lay down because it's a very submissive position to put herself into, then that's fine. But the more we practice relaxing with her triggers, people mainly, activity. You know, when we first started, I couldn't even do this outside because the wind would make noise or there would be a bird or something along those lines, or my dog would bark. Sorry, that was unfair. Okay, park it. All right, good job. I want her to lay down with a hip rolled over. If she doesn't roll over the hip, I will take the treat and I'll slide it down the side of her body. So she kind of has to scrunch around to get into that hip rolled over position. Because if you put the body in a relaxed state, eventually the mind will follow. When she's in parkit, you may reinforce anytime her belly is on the mat. So when you're working on stay, distance, duration, distraction, you can reward her as many times as you want. Behavior is as strong as reinforcement history. You are always trying to increase behavior. So in the beginning, you know, she would stay laying down for like half a second really. And then we built it up to 2 seconds, and then we built it up to 5, 10. And then once we got up to, you know, 15, 20 seconds, she started to understand that she shouldn't get up unless I say the release cues, which is Blondie, all done. And that's her release is all done. And I like to say her name first. Park it. Good girl. I like to say her name first, Blondie. And that does not mean get up, come to me, or anything like that. It just means, hey, whatever comes out of my mouth next is directed at you. So that is what enabled me to release my dogs individually on that the other video that you saw. So Blondie. Blondie. Blondie, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Blondie. Good girl. Blondie. Okay. Blondie. Break. Blondie. Free. Blondie. All done. Okay? All done is the cue. It means you can move and get up and that we're finished. Park it. So any cue that you give the dog has a implied stay to it. In order for the dog to be able to do the cue for any length of time, you have to build distance, duration, distraction into all of the cues. Notice I don't tell her to stay. If you, in the past, have taught her to stay and you used a palm or something like that, that's fine. You can give her the palm. Just don't keep it up and don't act weird. You know, don't back away. Stay, stay. Don't do all that stuff. Just give her the palm and then walk away, right? You don't have to make a big deal about her staying. You also don't have to make a big deal about her breaking. If she breaks and you don't want her and you haven't released her, just, let's see if I can make her break. Okay, there you go. If she breaks and I didn't ask for it, I just uneventfully bring her back into the position she was in and put her back, no reinforcement. That's it. If I really think that, and my dogs are getting frustrated watching, if I really think that she totally forgot that I put her into a parkit, if she you know, is completely distracted by something else, I'll go ahead and repeat the cue. But generally, I just say it once. I don't say it again until I've said the release cue. And again, parkit means lay down and stay. So you should be able to introduce distraction and all this other stuff, and she should stay. Now, your distractions at your house and where the context is that you're going to be using this is different depending upon where you are and what's going on around you. And I've proofed a lot of things, but I haven't proofed everything. And so when she goes home, go back to the beginning. Work on a duration. Work on 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mark and treat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mark and treat. Okay? You know, you want to walk 30 feet away from her, start with 1 step, 2 steps, right? Mark the furthest point out, the longest duration or the biggest distraction or combination thereof. 5 steps, right? Always go back to the dog to treat. 15 steps. I'm going to go ahead and do 30. Good girl. You know, okay, so I can walk a certain distance around her. Away from her, can I walk around her? If she would have broke during that, I would have mentally tagged in my mind what point became too hard for her, and then I would break it down into little pieces and try again and try to do the whole thing in little pieces. So I would take 1 step back to center, 2 steps back to center, and so on, right? You know, don't assume when you go to a new place that just because she can lay down and stay and you can walk around the entire house at home, that she can do that in a strange place. You always have to kind of like go back to the beginning and build it back up. And once you've practiced in like 30 or 40 different places, that is when she starts to generalize, oh, I do the same thing I do at home. Really, Gilly? I'm throwing treats to my dogs and they're barking and scratching the fence and stuff, so it is fair that she is breaking a little bit. You know, and again, reinforcement history is what's going to tell you how strong her behavior is going to be. So if you never practice this, then she's just not going to be good at it. And it's super fine to always go back to the basics, but if you really want her to be able to stay in a certain context, you have to practice within that context in order to proof it for her to be able to do it. So keep that in mind. Anytime something new comes into the environment, like there's a plane in the environment, or it could be a bird landed on the roof, that changes the environment. And just because she could stay for 5 minutes before, if a bird lands up on the roof, now she can't stay, right? And then I have to go and proof the bird, which is hard because I can't control when the bird lands on the roof. So for her, birds aren't that big of a distraction, but for my dog, Gigi, it's a huge distraction. All right. So anyway, all done. So that is stay. We're gonna put the mat up. Oh, the mat is the replacement behavior for practically everything. You want her to leave you alone during meals, I would put the mat right next to my chair, have her lay down and stay, and periodically reinforce her for that position. People coming into the door, as you saw in the previous video, go to your mat, lay down and stay is the replacement behavior. Now she still has to work on her fear of people being out the door and what her job actually is. And so it's really the first time you have people come to the door, she's not going to be able to do it. I will guarantee you that. But the more you practice with just you and Christy, the better she'll get at it. So she's got 30 repetitions of Dawn coming in the door. And if you pretend like you're an actual stranger coming to the door when you come home, the better she'll be able to do it when there is an actual stranger there. Good job. And never let somebody go up to your dog and pet them. No, she should go up to them, and she should go up to them in a calm fashion. If she's stimulated, she doesn't get to go say hi. It's not that she wants to say hi, and it's not that you think that because she's pulling you on leash, she wants to go say hi. It's only because she's restrained by that leash that she wants to really approach that person, because she knows you'll pull her away. It's that restraint that stimulates her to want to fight the restraint and pull forward towards that person. And also in the past, you have encouraged her to go up and say hi to people, and she didn't want to. And so now she thinks it's her job to go up to everybody she sees. And so it's taken me quite some time to break her of that habit. It's like when we're walking by somebody, we're on leash, your job is to actually go the other way. It's to avoid that person, not go up to that person. Okay. Unfortunately, you're not going to see how this plays out in real life at the mall, but I'm doing my best, and I know you're not going to watch this video over again, because who wants to listen to me talk? It's awful. All right, front is sit in front of you, drop is spit out what you got in your mouth, leave it is don't touch it until I say take it. And really that has only been practiced with food and the tuck toy. It's not been practiced with anything else. Heel is get around and parallel on the right. Front is sit in front of me. I'm going to do the heel in slow motion again. Heel is get in parallel on the right. Okay? She still kind of needs the hand signal, but we are almost faded out the hand signal, and she could do it just on voice. She does understand what that means. So I'm just going to heel a little bit right here on the side. So heel, and when I stop, she should stop, right? And I say stop too. Heel. Good girl. This way. Change direction. Oh. Change directions. We'll do that again. This way. Good girl. Good girl. This way. Heel. Good girl. Stop. Yay. All right. Well done. All done. about the leash. Okay, so when you're on leash and you're in public, she is going to take the treat and lunge. It's what she does. And it's just not, she's old enough now that that is a very ingrained behavior, and she's very nervous when she goes to a new place. She needs to be able to sniff it out to feel safe and comfortable. So don't ask for too much behavior when you first get somewhere. Give her extra leash. Let her go sniff. But at home, in your driveway, in places that she's familiar with, that she's been to before, if you practice this exercise, I'm going to get out into the sun. You hold the leash about a foot away from the clip on her harness. She has to be sitting or standing in order to do this. The setup for this, I'm going to get closer in the shade. The setup for this, maybe I can brighten it up. Maybe not. The setup for this is the hardest part, because you don't want her to move because I move, right? You want her to move because she feels tension on the leash. So when that clip goes up and I get tension, come here, face the camera. I get tension on the leash, I should move into that tension. Oh my gosh, she's fighting me. There we go. Good girl. So you want to practice in 90-degree angles. Good girl. And we're not looking for a lot of behavior. We're looking for like a 1/4 inch movement in the direction of the pull. It's okay, Gigi. And then from behind. So as soon as she moves into the pull, you mark it and then treat. She doesn't have to come into a heel or anything like that. She just has to feel the tension and respond to it. Okay, all done. Take it. Oi. Come on, take it. Right there. Okay. What else did we learn? Okay, that's it. I'm gonna do one video of the door, and then we're gonna head to the mall.